Hey guys, my name is Candace Finley, independent consultant for Pampered Chef. I want to show you today how to make easy nacho cheese in our Deluxe cooking blender. So let's talk about two things that make this high-powered blender different from the rest. The first is that our Deluxe cooking blender actually cooks your food through a heating element in the blender and not through friction. Other high-speed blenders usually let you cook your food, but it's usually done because the blade spins so fast that it makes friction. The issue there is you have no control over the temperature. But with our Deluxe cooking blender, you have complete control over the settings and the temperature that your blender reaches. The second is that our blender comes with a heated wash setting, making cleanup a breeze. So let's talk about the recipe that we're going to cook today. This recipe comes from the cooking guide that ships with every Deluxe cooking blender. Everything you need to get started with your Deluxe cooking blender can be found inside the cooking guide. So for this recipe, we're gonna use 1.5 cups of milk. We're gonna use our seasoning, which is just 1 teaspoon of any taco seasoning. I'm just so happen to be using the Southwest seasoning from Pampered Chef. We will also be using 1/2 teaspoon of salt and 1/8 teaspoon of pepper. You're also going to need a clove of garlic, a jalapeno that has been seeded and deveined. You're also going to need 8 ounces of sharp cheddar cheese, 3 tablespoons of butter, and 1/4 cup of flour. The first thing we're gonna do is remove the lid off of our Deluxe cooking blender. Hear that beep? That lets you know that you have taken the lid off. You'll also hear the beep when the lid goes on. So what we're going to do is add the ingredients into our blender in the order they're listed on the recipe. So by following our simple recipe here, I know that I need to go ahead and add in our milk. I'm gonna go ahead and add in our seasoning, which again is the 1 teaspoon of Southwest seasoning, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 1/8 teaspoon of black pepper. I need to go ahead and add in our jalapeno, but to do that, I need to go ahead and grab my quick chopper so that I can go ahead and get that chopped in. You don't have to chop it too much because it's gonna go into a Deluxe cooking blender, but I do like to go ahead and get it a little bit chopped. The next thing I'm gonna do is take our garlic peeler here, pop the garlic clove in, give it a roll on my cooking surface. I'm gonna go ahead and put the lid on our Deluxe cooking blender. Hear that? That lets me know that it's closed. While I'm making the roux in the microwave, I want you guys to come a little closer while you watch the cooking blender do its magic. Okay, so with the blender turned on, I'm going to go to our sauce setting, and then I'm going to press the wheel to get started. Okay, so now that our Deluxe cooking blender has reached the temperature of 176 degrees, it gives us a prompt that we need to add in the roux that I made in the microwave while this process was taking place. To do that, I'm gonna take the vent cap off very carefully because there is some steam coming up because it has been cooking this entire time. And I'm going to take my roux and I'm gonna pour it carefully into the top. Right, and now I'm ready to replace my vented cap. Make sure it's secure, and then I'm just going to simply press the button again. All right guys, so we're about ready to put in the cheese to our nacho cheese sauce. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna hit cancel on the Deluxe cooking blender, and then we're gonna go ahead and remove the cap very carefully. Okay. And then we're going to add in our cheese. After I've hit cancel, I'm actually gonna press the button. I'm gonna go to a speed of 3. I'm gonna press the button again, and we're gonna blend for 1 minute. And what this is going to do is it's gonna make sure that all of that cheese gets incorporated. There is a timer, so it actually lets me know how long I have. So again, we're gonna blend for a minute. Now, I've made sure that the cheese is completely incorporated. I'm gonna go ahead and cancel one more time. And then what we're going to do is I'm gonna move this off to the side. I'm gonna lift up. So the one thing that you wanna do when you're taking the crap off of your Deluxe cooking blender is you actually wanna tilt using the handle here and then lift up. Did you hear that? It lets you know that the carafe is off of the blender. Now, be very, very careful because this carafe is hot. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually gonna take the lid off. Oh my God, so good. All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and pour a little bit of our nacho cheese sauce onto some tortillas. Yum. So this makes 12 servings. I'm gonna give it a second to cool. It's super, super hot, but super, super good. Okay, let's go for a taste. This is not your ballpark nacho cheese. Oh my God, it's so good. Has a little bit of kick from the jalapeno, good smoky flavor from the Southwest seasoning. Delicious. So thank you guys for joining me on making nacho cheese sauce in the Deluxe cooking blender from Pampered Chef.